Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Elevate. My name is Jessica.
My name is Darwin.
Today we have a very special guest with us.
I had to write this shit down because this shit is long.
Go ahead.
Tommy Pena, better known as TfiveK, El Gordi, El Gordito de Oro.
¡Epa!
Nice,
¡El
yeah.
Gordito de Oro aquí!
Wow, they haven't called me that in a while. That's so good. Wow. Qué heavy. Sí. Gracias por tenerme. Un placer para mí estar aquí.
El placer es nuestro. Gracias.
Okay. Pues mutuo.
Yes, thank you so much for being here.
Mutuo, mi gente, que estamos teniendo aquí. Un placer increíble. Ustedes no lo pueden sentir, pero el placer está.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Tommy?
Well, Tommy is a regular guy who decided he wanted to be an actor.
You're not a regular guy.
No,
Tampoco.
he wanted to be an actor because you know what? I have to tell people the difference between Tommy 5000, Tommy 5K.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into that.
You know, there's different
levels.
things when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? And all the AKAs.
Mhm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like, who did you meet? ¿Entiende? Right now, you guys are meeting Tommy Pena. You know, the guy who's an actor and a stand-up comic, and you know he writes. That's who you guys are meeting. But when you get these personalities that I do online, it's like you think, oh, el Gordi. No, that's something. That's a personality.
Yeah, es otra cosa.
That's not who I am.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that in real life. Oh, ese Don Tomás de la Factoria. No, that's an act, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
It's a character.
you know,
Yeah.
a lot of it is characters. Most of it is characters. No one's ever really met the real Tommy. And it's like, ¿cómo tú andas con el Gordi sin andar conmigo?
That's
Tú ves,
right.
no puede, ¿verdad? So yeah.
Today we're here to meet Tommy, though.
Yeah, and it's cool because you get to tell people, you know, I'm creatively mind fucking you. That's what it
true.
is.
Yeah.
Because you hang out with El Gordi? Can you hang out with Nancy? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When you look at a video and you see me, I'm talking to myself. But you go, oh, wow, his mom
Yeah.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not his mom, it's me.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, it's a character. So it's like, you know, yeah.
All right, Tommy.
Oh, Gordi. Which one
No,
are you?
estamos con Tommy
Tommy,
hoy.
Tommy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
¿Dónde nació Tommy? ¿Aquí o en la República?
Yo nací aquí.
Ok.
Yo nací aquí. Lo que pasa es que a mí me llevaban mucho los veranos para
Ok.
Santo Domingo.
Ok.
So, yo crecí, like, el español mío es un español donde yo estoy, como quien dice, imitating my uncles and aunts.
Right.
Porque yo no lo tenía muy bien el
culture.
español.
I
like,
feel you.
tú ves,
Yeah, definitely.
We can
he feels
connect.
you.
We can connect.
sí, pero yo lo hablo mucho.
Ujú.
Ese es mi lenguaje. Pero si tú me pones a hablar mucho, you're gonna get the cibaeño out of me. You're gonna get a bunch of E's. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y. Sí, porque aprendí en Santiago, aprendí en Camboya, you know, a hablar, a dominar el español.
El español cibaeño.
El español, sí, español. El español que yo hablo. Entonces, you know, that's why I sound so authentic
Yeah.
as far as like being Dominican, but I'm born here.
It's like the culture's in you.
Yes.
Totally understandable. Did you grow up with both parents?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Did that influence you becoming a comedian? How did becoming a comedian come about for you?
Well, my father was the most sarcastic man in the world.
Really?
Yeah, he was sarcastic. He was so dry funny, you know?
So that's where your comedy comes from.
A lot of it comes from him because what I was making fun of was his way of being, you know? Like, él era el hombre más serio. But he would say something to you that you'd be like, wow, is he like even for real? Like, there were times where he wouldn't even let me answer. Like, papi, préstame 5 pesos. Or like, you know, it would be something simple. Like I'm asking for something. You mojón, no quiere. You know, and this, you know, he's dead serious, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, un mojón? No, I don't want to.
I didn't ask for
That's
that.
what $5.
Yo no quiero un mojón. Like, what? You know? So, that sarcasm,
Mhm.
I stuck with it, you know, and I picked that up. But as far as me wanting to become a comedian, it just came from me watching TV, you know? Like, I always wanted to be an actor.
Okay.
Period. I wanted to be an actor or an entertainer. I wanted to be on TV. And as a kid, my sister, she would do some funny stuff, right? Like I'd be in front of the TV and I'd be like, yo quiero entrar para allá. And you know how we had them wooden
Yeah.
boxes with the little door? She said, abre la puertica y dile para allá que tú quieres entrar. And I would yell, yo quiero entrar. And I would look at the screen to see if like they heard me. And I'm like, no me oyen. Like, you know, she'd be dying in the background because she knew she was playing me.
Yeah.
You know, but ever since I first saw people on TV, I knew I wanted to do that, you know? And
Is anybody else in your family like into comedy or being on
arts
TV?
or
And,
any
yeah,
type of arts? No.
just your sister joking you around.
My uncle was really funny, you know. My pops was, I told you,
Oh, yeah.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of things that like you see me do all the characters and stuff. You know, a lot of it is me imitating family members and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know,
And a lot of
Nancy-
people can relate to those
Yeah.
characters because everybody has somebody in their family who.
Yeah. And Nancy's my mom. I'm really imitating my mom.
Yeah.
You know, that Nancy character.
So who was the first character that came first? So you was like, okay, this is the character that I'm coming out with.
Well, out of all the characters that I started, the first one was Goldie. Period.
Mm.
Because Goldie.
Tell us about Goldie. Who's the beautiful Goldie?
So Goldie turns out to be my brother. I didn't really have a brother growing up.
Okay.
I made him up as my brother, but he is based on a 80s drug dealer who I knew. He had a jerry curl, you know.
Yeah.
He was like a fun guy. He was always really funny. The guy was funny, you know, and I just started basing this character off of the way I remember him
Mhm.
because I was a kid, but he was like cool. He had a motorcycle. He always had jokes. There was never a dull moment with this guy. But according to everyone around, él nunca tenía dinero.
Okay.
So he was like, he invited himself, you know, he'd be like, hey, vamos para la discoteca. Tú compras la primera botella, yo compro la segunda, right?
Mm.
Tú compras la primera, but it's buy one, get one free. So now,
Se coló.
now he's like, la segunda. Ahí está la mía.
Qué vivo.
¿Tú me entiendes?
Goldie es un vivo.
¿Tú me entiendes? Then I did the mom. I did the mom after I got out of That's Dominican. Because in That's Dominican, we would portray girls,
Mhm.
you know, ourselves because we didn't have girls to act with us until a long while after. But I started doing the mom and the dad and everyone else later on, you know, when I went to Instagram.
Okay.
Because I was doing stuff on YouTube and I didn't have an Instagram.
Mhm.
It's so crazy that I had an Instagram. When I first opened my Instagram, it already had 6,000 followers.
Oh,
Interesting.
really?
Yeah, because the YouTube people, at the end of our videos, we would put our Instagrams.
Okay.
We would put all our
Yeah.
handles, like
Mhm.
follow us here, 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 here.
That's when it would transfer. Now you put it and it's just like nothing's
They don't
happening.
care. Because
Yeah.
now there's no
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
There's no longer fans.
So you
Everyone's a
started.
star.
So you started first on YouTube.
Yes.
Then so how did the
Oh,
name
interesting.
T5K on Instagram come about?
Well, that's what happened. That I've always been Tommy 5000 for the stage, like my stage name. So if you hear me going to a comedy show, that's Tommy 5000. Tommy with the number all the way.
That's the comedian,
That's
stand-up
the
comedian.
Yes, Tommy 5000.
But what's the 5,000 for?
Problems. 5,000
Uh-huh.
problems.
You go, ¿Cómo que cinco?
No.
5,000? You have 5,000 in the account? What?
Uh,
What? What is that?
Now, what it really is it's a made up thing, but now
Okay.
it's basically I could do 5,000 people. I could transform into anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And this is the reason why we started Section 8 is Ballin' Films because
Oh, he's going right into the
Yeah.
stuff we wanted to talk about. Okay.
yeah, no, I mean,
Nah,
you
go into
know,
it, go into
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, it's gonna make it better for you. So we started Section 8 is Ballin' Films because I needed to cut out the whole stigma of waiting for Hollywood and waiting for them to decide what role I can play
Right.
based on my looks.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could play anything. If I want
Yes.
to play the love interest, I can play it. If I want to play the bad guy, I can play it. If I
Absolutely.
want to play the girl in the film, I can play it.
Can we get a round of applause for that, please? Thank you.
We got a live audience too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to the studio audience, man. They're looking really good out here. Wow.
Absolutely, I
A
agree.
lot of beautiful women in here. Jesus Christ.
So before we get into the whole Section 8 is Ballin' and everything, you have kids, right?
I have 2 daughters. Yeah, 2 beautiful daughters.
Yes.
Okay. Before we get into all that stuff, I wanted to ask you, how is it raising 2 daughters now in the current state of the world, let's say?
Oh nah, man! I stayed away from raising people. I don't do that. No.
You're on your own.
Yeah, I was like, yo, listen, man, you here, and that's it.
Figure it out.
And we here together. You know,
I know.
I'll learn from you. You learn from me. You know, I'm still raising myself. Like, no, honestly, nowadays, you know, like. Think about it. Off camera, I was just telling you I was in a situation where I feel like I was about to get robbed with my daughter
Yeah.
right now. And you know, there's so much crime and so much misguidance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Lot.
Like this
a little
generation,
scary.
the generation now, they look up to the thief.
Whereas before, it was like frowned upon.
Yeah. You know, they look up to the thief. And in my era, you know, being a thief or a stick-up kid, that was something to be ashamed of. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
you didn't want
You don't
nobody
brag
to
about
know
that.
that you was a stick-up kid. You wore masks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now they just out here broad daylight. Give me everything. And it's dumb. It's flex culture. Flex culture is killing, you know what I'm saying, the youth because of something as simple as those Yeezys you got on. Somebody would want to take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like, bro, what happened to the hustle mentality?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Back in my day, the kids looked up to the drug dealer and not glorifying drug dealers,
Mhm.
people. But understand this. The drug dealer is still working. The drug dealer has to go outside 9 to 5 to sell that
Yeah.
or whatever they're selling. You know what I'm saying? And kids used to go, man, I want to put a spot. I want
Yeah.
to put up my own spot.
Yeah.
That was thinking like a worker. That was
Yeah.
thinking like a
Yeah.
hustler.
Yeah.
Like a businessman.
Now they go, I want to hold up the spot and
Mhm.
take everything he got.
Right.
And that's wild.
With zero shame.
Yeah. And then now they renamed it. They're like, oh, ya no son joloperos, ellos son rompedores.
Ay, qué bello.
And I'm like, no, don't
qué
glorify
belleza.
that fucking bullshit.
That's right.
And you got a lot of kids raising kids. That's a problem too.
Yeah.
Well, that too, you know, and I'm not gonna say anything about that because you know what, they're getting busy really young now. So all I can say is, you know, you start raising kids, you know, try to
Bigger
do a
person.
good job. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
stay out of trouble. Don't raise your kids from the behind bars. You know,
Mhm.
like
There's a lot to think about when you're having kids. It's not that simple to just bring out. It's selfish to think that you're just gonna have them and they're just gonna be on their own. Like, no, this consequences to this, people. Consequences.
not for me.
My kids are on one.
All my babies raised themselves.
Yeah, whatever.
They tough. No.
Yeah, that he says. Well, his daughter's in the audience. Thank you very much.
So I'm telling you, she got 3 jobs. She's 13. No, I'm saying- Oh, you guys got kids?
We do.
How many?
We 2.
Oh, nice. Oh,
They
cool.
also raise themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We let them home.
We have a
Yeah,
boy.
y'all left them alone, right? I was like, yo, you don't open the door and call me if anything.
And we bought a big ass dog so they can protect them.
The food is in the microwave. When you get hungry, you press 3.
We're absolutely joking.
Yeah, we have 2. We have a boy who's 9 and a girl who's 4.
Oh, wow. Nice. God bless.
And we have a dog that's bigger than both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, what kind of dog is that?
A
A golden doodle.
God. Wow.
A golden doodle. We have him. It's been a year. We
That's
love him.
so cool.
Absolutely love him. Shout out to Kobe.
Kobe.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hey, so we'll go back
So-
into
Is that D Nasty in the bottom?
Who?
D Nasty in the middle.
D Nasty. You know her
I'm-
by that?
I guess I don't know.
What's her name?
Gravelis?
Oh, it looks like D Nasty.
Oh no. What?
Gravelis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
She
know.
models.
Shout out to Gravelis. Nice picture on the wall.
D Nasty.
You look like my friend D Nasty.
I'm like, who is that?
Maybe you nastier.
Señores, a reino que vamos hoy.
Oh, my
No, no,
God.
no. Esta empezó buenísimo.
My cheeks hurt.
Oh, we talking about the pictures that are
So
on the
they
wall.
have pictures on the wall, guys. And
That in the corner over there on the top,
Yeah.
that's Susana Hernandez.
Susana Hernández,
Yes.
una colegiada de la escuela Pucamaima, allá
¿Y
en
esa qué?
Santiago. Ella se graduó de haciendo café.
Oh, sí.
Sí, ella es una huelegrano.
Susana.
Pero no se confundan, ella es una huelegrano de café. Así que recuerden que ella trabaja con Starbucks, una empresaria internacional, Susana la huelegrano.
Wow, wow. Y esa que está ahí abajo, ¿tú sabes quién es?
Esa es Lady Gaga.
No.
Lady Gaga, no, I
Es
don't know.
Scarlett Molina.
Scarlett Molina.
Scarlett del vacilón.
Del vacilón de la mañana.
Sí.
Oh, Scarlett Molina. Otra huelegrano que también no, trabajaba en Starbucks hueliendo granos de café.
La del medio, sí.
Oh, and
Thank
that's
you.
Orkis right there.
Orkis over there, all
Yeah,
right.
And Brenda.
Brenda, let's not forget Brenda. She's on
Big
that wall.
Bizzle.
Who's that? No la conozco.
De verdad.
She's in the front. Look at her. I love that picture.
She was
we,
claiming
we
that.
when you did that photo shoot, I put that picture up like for her birthday or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, one of the pictures
Yeah, it was
where
probably
she
that
has that dress. It was dope. I was like,
I
oh,
think she
there it
looks
is. It was right
beautiful.
boom.
She came out spectacular.
Yeah, that was dope. We shot that over there in the
Our factory.
Yeah.
It was a fun shoot. All right, so let's get back to Section 8 is balling. So you said you created this because you was tired of what traditional media was doing in a sense, or you created your own.
Yeah, I created my own film company to do our own content because if you're not blonde, blue eyes,
Mhm,
if you're not, Brad Pitt,
mhm.
if you're not looking like what's this guy's name, the wrestler who became
The Rock. The
well,
Dwayne
not The
Johnson.
Rock, but The Rock is The Rock.
Yeah.
There's no category. You're gonna, if,
La
something-
Roca.
if they made a script for The Rock, you're not gonna get it. Yeah, that's for him. But like John Cena,
Yeah.
whatever his name. Yeah, John Cena. And you gotta look that way in order to portray a character. And it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Otherwise,
know?
you're just an extra.
Yeah. And it's like
But that's what's great about now that, at least we have opportunities now where, we have social media, we have YouTube where we can create our own content.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's amazing about this era, that we actually have that opportunity, because back in the day, it was what it was.
that was it.
Yeah.
If you got a part in a movie and they say, yo, you're gonna walk down this road and you're gonna go chakalaka, and that's it.
That's it.
You know
That's
what I'm
your
saying?
part.
That's your part. You gotta go chakalaka.
So,
But-
so social media for you is actually doing better now, right? Because everything is kind of transitioning into video content. When Instagram used to be back, I guess when you started, was mostly a photo
Mhm.
sharing out.
Yeah.
And now everything is just like video everywhere.
Well, yeah. I came into Instagram late because I was on YouTube. By the time I got into Instagram, there was guys like even D Espinal, who was
Mhm.
part of my clique.
Yeah.
He had 20,000 followers.
Okay.
Jay Ramirez
Yeah.
had 100,000 followers.
Shout out to Jay Ramirez.
Yeah,
You have to come.
You have people like Plátano, King Plátano,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
who had, hundreds of thousands of followers when I had 6,000.
Okay.
As soon as I came in, that's what I had. And I had to work with that. And these guys were like
You was playing catch up,
exploding.
yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I'm starting from the bottom again because on YouTube I was lit.
Okay.
But then ese grupo se separó.
I actually came across your page being on Instagram. And I actually went to one of your comedy shows.
Get out of town.
Like maybe...
I think I remember now, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe, 4 years ago? It's been a while.
Nah, it's been way...
Like, you had a comedy show in Ridge Hill.
Next to the moose, that paint bar.
And back then...
That is the Yonkers Comedy Club.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it was the Hot Comedy Club, probably, when y'all went.
I'm not sure.
It was hot inside the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hot Comedy Club.
Yep.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I went to that show. Was it like me, Ivan, and
it was
them?
just you that day.
It was just me.
Mhm.
Oh, I remember you guys. You
No,
were
he
both
wasn't there.
No, I wasn't there.
No,
I went with a
on
friend.
the side. Did I pick on you?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
But I think I did speak to you at the end. Like, it just said hi, but it was very briefly. I don't think you remember me from that day.
Okay. No. I thought you guys were a couple that I messed with.
No.
That were like on a...
She didn't want to bring me that day.
Stop!
Yo, you get a hall pass, kid. Got you for the next show. One
About
ticket.
to start problems up here.
One ticket just for you.
I want VIP or nothing.
Oh, God. Dios mío, exigente el tipo.
So yeah, I started Section 8 is balling because of that. Because I used to go to auditions. I used to go to different things. I never landed nothing. So I just decided, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to just build my own stories, build my own content, and show it to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
That's it.
Do it on your own.
And one day, hopefully, Hollywood comes knocking on my door.
Exactly.
Instead of me having to keep knocking on theirs.
Absolutely.
You know, not that I'm going to stop. Not that...
Yeah.
If anyone's watching,
yeah,
call us. El número que aparece en la pantalla. No, there's no number. But
it's like
find us, please. Us three.
Yeah. All this information is gonna be linked.
We need to be in a movie together.
Thank you very much.
That's like this guy Tyler Perry. That was, I think, his issue too. That's why he started his own.
Well, Tyler Perry had plays that were, already kind of successful, but no one was paying attention to him to give him the opportunity to keep a play running. So he would have like a play do really good, but he was behind on rent, $13,000. Then he was living off his car, and then he's doing a play, and it would work, but only for such a limited time, to the point where he was like, you know what? I gotta put my stuff on film.
Yeah.
He made, look what he got now. He's one of the biggest.
That's where you heading.
Con Dios adelante.
Absolutely.
Tyler Perry called me.
We'll manifest that.
Yes.
Let's work together.
For sure.
I want to do a film with Madea.
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be good.
With what character?
I would probably be like Brown's son. Mr. Brown's son, like, and get dressed real colorful and shit. Like, Mr. Brown had an affair when he went to Dominican Republic, and here comes Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
That would be so dope.
Yo, that'd be lit.
Clipping
Just throwing it out there.
Boom.
Call me.
That's an Oscar. We gonna get an Oscar for that.
So, talk to us about the Factory.
La
The
Factoria.
Spanish version
Of
the
The Office.
Factory. Yes.
The Spanish version of
the office. Of the office, ¿verdad? La Factoria. Why did they put you to play Tomás?
What's his name in The Office? Steve Carell.
Before we continue, I'm gonna tell you a fun fact. I've never watched The Office, but I watched La Factoria.
Nice.
And I actually enjoyed La Factoria, and I could never get
fact.
into The Office.
Get out of town.
1,000 people. Like I see all the Giphies and memes, and I share them because it's hilarious and clips. But the actual show, I never got into it. But I did watch La Factoria, and it was a good show.
You want to laugh?
I second that because I never watched
I couldn't relate to The Office. I couldn't.
Before I did the character, I never watched The Office either. So I started doing the show, a matter of fact, I did the whole 12 episodes. I had never watched a whole episode of
The Office.
The Office.
Interesting.
The only episode I ever watched was probably the pilot episode, which is the first episode. And it was because we needed the Office fans to relate to our show.
Yeah.
So we had to do, we took 3 jokes and did it in Spanish of theirs. But all of our content is original.
I feel like that was a better move. You guys created a better show.
All of our content is original. But we did 3 jokes of the pilot. And I watched those 3 jokes.
Okay.
And I went off of that. That's how I built Don Tomás for The Office.
Okay.
Yeah. For La Factoria.
Amazing. Yeah, verdad, no se confunde.
Yeah, no se confunde because it's so close.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
it is. But it was great. I watched the whole thing too, and you guys are amazing.
Yeah, you guys.
Thank you so much.
If you guys haven't watched it, I don't know what you're waiting for, honestly.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when you scream at Chelo. That shit behind me.
Ay, el pobre Chelo.
Crying.
Chelo, no haciendo nada.
Cállate, Chelo.
Cállate, Chelo. It's so funny, we had a while. I wanted to do a sitcom forever because I always wanted to be like the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
That was my thought. Yeah, I want to be like the Fresh Prince. I want to have a show.
Yeah.
But eso no se dio in that fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what we did get was that, La Factoria. And the way it happened, it was Ivan kept on insisting. Because we did a series. We did a sitcom called Vamos Ser Rico. And we only did 3 episodes. It stayed there. It didn't work.
Okay.
And then we find Tyler. He has this factory. We go to the factory. It's perfect for what Ivan is thinking about. And he's like, yo, Tommy, we got to do it. And I was like, yes, sí, escríbelo. I don't, qué sé yo, que lo escribí. The next day, I think, he already had the script.
Wow.
And I was like,
That's what you call passion.
He's not joking, So we got everybody together. I said, all right, I'm going to call these people. You call these people. Tell them that, we need them to give us a few Sundays.
Yeah.
And put $5,000 down to begin filming. And we started like that.
What was your biggest challenges when filming?
Right.
My biggest challenge when filming.
Because that was a pretty big cast.
It was 23 people. If somebody said they wasn't coming, you had to pick up lines. We had to start distributing lines. So if you in the script and you got 3 pages of talking, now we got to distribute this so it can make sense also.
Yeah.
So now you're studying lines that you didn't have 2 weeks in advance. And now you have to do this day, today.
Wow.
You have to land those lines. But luckily that only happened once or twice.
Oh, that's great. So
And
everybody was pretty committed.
It wasn't super huge roles.
Yeah.
And if it was, we were able to pick it up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. How do you feel? Because you're around a lot of people, a lot of creators. Does that help you, when you're creating your content? Because sometimes it's difficult when you don't really have anybody around you who does the same thing. But for you, I feel like you have a lot of people in your circle.
Well, I mean, everybody gets in their own creative space. You know what I'm saying? You could bounce off of people and get better ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's always better to have someone to bounce your ideas off because you grow. But at times you could be around the best creators, and if you don't feel creative that day, it's like, no me importa. ¿Ah? ¿Lo van a grabar qué? Sí, grábalo.
Like the day that he told you that he wants to make The Office, you was just like, yeah, whatever. That's it.
Yeah, and then the thing was that I wasn't a fan of The Office, so I didn't really care either.
Shout out to Ivan.
Yeah, shout out to Ivan because he's definitely a fan of The Office. So he He wrote all those episodes. Yeah. The reason why La Factoria was done and actually executed is because he wrote it and I executed. And thanks to Digital Bodega who helped us out with everything else. You know what I'm saying? They came in, they said, you know what, we're gonna not use your cameras.
Yeah.
They called our cameras cheap, thank you. But they bring their stuff, their equipment, and Izzy is one of the best camera handlers in the United States.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say New York.
Okay.
He's that good.
Yeah, it was well produced for sure.
Yeah.
So we did it. We did it with a good small budget, independent
Yeah.
budget. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy we made that investment. Even if it hasn't reached the masses that we
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to reach
Mhm.
yet, I know that we did something classic that
Mhm.
will live forever.
Yeah,
sure.
And cuando le llegue a la gente lo va a apreciar.
And I
I
think
agree.
too that you guys seeing the final product and seeing that what you was able to accomplish is going to lead to even better things.
A season.
Yeah.
Not everybody got a
Yeah.
whole season of a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like that to me is an accomplishment in
for
itself.
Sure. For sure.
We did 12 episodes. Get out of town.
With a big, it wasn't like 3 people.
23
Right.
people cast.
Yeah.
And everybody was committed. That only once or twice somebody didn't show up. Like, yeah, deserve a round of applause right now. That's great.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Shout
Yeah,
out
shout
to
out to the
everybody.
whole cast.
Yes.
Shout out to Brenda. Shout out to Nueva York. Shout out to Agar. Shout out to Black Rose, Scarlett, Chicho. Who else is in there? Tahiri Jose. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
What a
falta
cast.
mucho.
Tyler, Tyler River. Not Tyler Perry, Tyler River. So much people. Chelo. Cállate, Chelo. You got Mexico, which is insane. Chris Grant playing HR.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Robeda. Who else? Wow. This is
Ivan.
such
So
a
many.
no. He
You
wrote
already
it. I
mentioned.
shouted him out first. Who else? Wow, so much people. Oh, the storage department. You got Chris, Dominican Problems. You got
Oh, yeah.
Miggy, Chandon, Joel Alejandro. Everybody from the storage department.
The chef too. There was a chef that I followed before.
Chef Papi.
No, was it the female? Isn't she a chef? One of the shows. She has like an afro.
Yala.
Yeah,
Yala.
Yeah.
Yala plays
Yeah.
my daughter.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Yala.
Her food looks insanely good.
It is insane. It is insane. Shout out
We
to
went
Yala.
one time and
Yeah.
the line was we couldn't even get in.
de Yala. Yeah.
Okay. What are some of your long-term goals? Like, what do you picture long-term for yourself?
Well, I've always said that my goal is to win an Oscar. I want to win an Oscar. That's my whole thing. Like, I want to be. I want to get the accolade of best actor
Okay.
because I want or even supporting actor.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll take any Oscar, but I want to accomplish that accolade of being said. You know what? You were so good at acting that one year you actually were the best actor.
Yeah.
Like that, because at the end of the day, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Por más que ganemos, por más que the more you acquire and all that, that means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still going to die,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, what is your accomplishment? What means something to you?
Right.
It should have purpose because
Right.
then what is it? What is it for?
Yeah. and it's not more of purpose. It's just go,
Yeah.
go. Because it's like, people and things, they come and go.
Yeah. Agree.
Your goals, you stick to accomplishing goals and you'll be all right.
So what are some things you got going on and you're working on for the foreseeable future?
Well, right now, longevity wise, what is my next move is the album. I did an album during the pandemic.
Mhm.
And slowly I've been getting all the songs and stuff, and and they're being mastered and finished. And
we danced one of your songs. I don't know if you ever saw
you
it.
did. And you know what's crazy? That you guys were part of a contest,
Oh yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
You guys were part of a contest for that song. That song's contest never finished. So you guys are probably winners of this contest. You know what I'm saying? Because the manager was supposed to give $150 to the winner and whatever.
Okay, nosotros lo hicimos
¿Te lo
por el
mandaron?
show.
¿Te lo
No.
mandaron? ¿No te lo
But
mandaron?
Who's the manager?
Hay que hablar con
I
el
need to
manager.
speak to your
Hay que
manager.
hablar con el manager.
Brenda.
Porque faltan $150 por ahí.
No lo voy a dejar
I
salir
mean,
de aquí.
I don't know what happened with the challenge. It was supposed to be for los granos dulce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah?
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. But I did
I
see
was
the
like, babe,
video,
we need to dance this.
and I reposted it, and I got great feedback from you guys dancing.
Nah, that
and
was
stuff.
fun. That was fun.
That's cool. That is another thing that, you know, like all this creativity that I didn't know I really had. You know, when you do something and it's like you could think like, diandre, todo ese tiempo que yo gasté ahí, right?
Mhm.
Pero then later down the line, you end up using
Mhm.
whatever you learned en ese tiempo gastado.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
And it's like,
This is why
damn.
we're here.
Yup, seriously.
And it's like, damn, I didn't waste my time.
Yep,
This was why I was there.
it's part of the journey.
This is what, now I get to use that.
Mhm.
So I used to be el pegajoso to the studio. My boys, they rapped.
Okay.
And I didn't rap, but I loved going to the studio
Yeah.
to be there with them while they were rapping. And I would be
Wow.
the hype man. I'd be yo, that shit was hard. Oh, that shit crazy. You know, and I'd be like, yo, you should have said something like this. Like, you know, stupid shit. And then I would go into the booth and play around and do jokes. You know, I was already trying to get into comedy at that time, but I wasn't executing. I wasn't going to clubs or nothing. I was just being the dude who drank alcohol and sat in the studio while my boys rapped.
Mhm.
And then I became their hype man on stage. So
Okay.
I would go and perform with them, you know, and be, you know, ending their
Yeah.
verses and punchlines and stuff like that. To now go into a studio, make my own songs, and the producers be like, "Holy smokes! Like you rap before?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
did?"
how do you know all this?
No, but
I
I learned
Yeah.
was there.
such a long time ago that you know, I'm able to use it
Mhm.
now. And it's like when, like the other day, I'm gonna give you an example. I was talking just to myself. I said one line. From that one line, I built a whole verse. I go and I'm looking through my phone and I find this beat. 2018. This is today.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Wow.
see. Today, I look 2018 on the beat.
Mhm.
I'm like, let me play this. Boom. And I play it. And I go, oh, let me say the verse that I was saying earlier. Yo le cayó como anillo al dedo.
Wow.
And it's like, how did I find this beat? You know, how did this verse come to my head? You know, because I'm not writing on
Yeah.
a pen
Yeah,
with a pen and
yeah.
paper. This is just me just talking. I did it and it landed. And it's like, this is meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, these are things that el tiempo que yo gasté allí
Yeah.
no era gastado.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's
So when's this album
sometimes-
coming out?
Oh yeah.
Well, right now I can't give you an exact date,
Okay.
but most likely top of the year. What's happening with me now is that a lot of the songs that I'm receiving, other producers are listening and they kind of want to buy them
Okay.
to where it's like, can I buy that song
Yeah.
to give it to that artist?
Mhm.
And it's like, I'd have to want to agree
Yeah.
with that, of course, but the whole album isn't complete. But I could sell you that song,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, you know, you only want that one, you know?
Yeah.
So right now is like decision making type stuff where it's like, okay, ¿qué yo voy a hacer si me dicen, toma 3 millones por esta canción? Le voy a decir que no.
You want the album?
No puedo, no puedo decirle que no.
eres loco.
¿Tú me entiendes? So that's what's happening now as I receive the songs, but it's more of a visual thing because it's like I did an album and it's called All In, right?
Okay.
And the reason why I called it All In is because I did every genre. So I
Okay.
did a little bit of everything. I did a reggaeton, I did a reggae, I did a slow song, I did a rock song, I did I did like one of those alternative songs.
Okay.
I did pop. I did a lot of genres, and the reason why I did that is because I don't I don't really sing. I don't sing.
Yeah.
I'm using autotune. I'm bringing out creativity.
Right.
Chelcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's really songs that were jokes.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna give you an idea. Boom. This is one of the funniest things I've done. So I have a song that's a reggae. It's a full reggae type. Like
I think I know
Sean
which one.
Paul.
Yeah.
Like that type of reggae. And it's not Criminal.
Okay.
If you've heard
Dale.
Criminal's out. Criminal because she's dangerous.
No, I wasn't
She's a
talking about that. I
bad
heard another
girl.
one.
Which one?
No, cántame la que tú me la que te iba a
Well,
decir.
I'm gonna tell you because it's a joke.
Okay.
So, I wanted to kind of do like a tribute to like Shaka Demus. You remember
Yeah,
Shaka
yeah.
Demus? But I wanted to do the whole dressing up like a Jamaican reggae star. The
Okay.
whole Versace drip with the alligator shoes. The way they used to do it with reggae gold. And you remember the song Sean Paul had with the girl? And you make me, make me sweat. What's it called?
I'm still in love with you.
Still
Yeah.
in love. So I wanted to do something like that, like a back and forth with a girl. So I took Robeda from La Factoria, and I said, "Come." She sings, or she used to sing when she was younger, and I told her, like, "Come, let's freshen up them lungs."
Yeah.
So I wrote the song, and we go back and forth. The point of the song is this. You know how Jamaicans are like so macho. They're like, rude boy, and, wagwan me youth. I thought to myself, like, how would these guys be romantic? How would a Jamaican rude boy propose to a lady? And my immediate thought was, this dude just comes with the ring, pops out of his pocket. He's like, wagwan. And that's it. That's his proposal to the girl, you know what I'm saying? So I built a whole song around this Jamaican proposal. And what is it? Let me see the chorus. I'm gonna tell you right now. It goes, Wagwan honey, you are the only one who love me without money. And I run in to change some things, and I'm not giving you this diamond ring. I wanna change your life, show you I'm the man that's right. So tell me what you wanna do tonight. Let's get married today. Don't be the one that slipped away. Life's getting shorter each and every day. I'm saying Wagwan honey.
Way.
Yeah. It's so crazy, because the reason why it has to be a visual album is because I don't really know if I'm gonna tour,
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to be a singer. This is more of me putting out this creativity, letting it live, and
Seeing what sticks.
hopefully get some residuals for my kids to have something to fall back on when I'm gone.
Absolutely. You have to have multiple streams of income.
Right.
Sure.
I have a few songs, right? That, for example, lo que yo iba a hacer originally, the idea was I was going to do a bunch of parody songs. My parodies were going to be different. It wasn't going to be me taking the artist's song and remaking it.
Mhm.
It was going to be more of me imitating the artist and writing my own letters,
Lyrics. Okay.
right? My own lyrics to sound like them.
Okay.
You understand?
It's gonna be like an imitation with your own lyrics.
Yeah. So for example, I did the first parody, right? It was called Vivere. And I'm supposed to be like Arcángel.
Okay.
So the chorus goes, tú quieres ser tigre, tú eres tigre. Yo no soy tigre, a tu jeva le doy vivere. you know, so it's like it's like some dumb stuff, but I come in and I have the Arcángel flow.
Okay.
You know, tu jeva a mí me trae desayuno en la mañana. Después que yo le doy, ella se queda en la cama. Y yo le digo, sana, sana, culito de rana. Tú tienes Gucci Prada, pero no tiene el palo que su chocha le desgrana. La pone a revolcar si queda en coma en la cama. Y a mí tú nunca me vas a poder hablar de lana, porque solo este verso rompe en tu cuenta bancaria. Conmigo ella se viene, contigo nana, nana. Tú quieres ser un tigre, pero no eres de nada. It's like
that's why
these are things that I'm in the studio just listening to beats. It's the pandemic. No one wants to meet up to do any videos or anything.
Yeah.
We were bored. So out of this boredom, salió un whole album. Listen, I'm going to give you a even funnier story. I have a song called Sensual. It's me, Ivan, and Alex.
Okay.
We're making fun of a boy of ours, right? He started coming around with some girl. He's married.
Okay.
Right? When he started coming around with this girl, we're like, yo, bro, what you doing? You coming around.
Yeah.
And then, but she looked mad young, right? She looked like she was 12, I swear to everything.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, yo, bro, tú le chequeaste los papeles a jeva, And his answer was, ella no es una menor, ella tiene 19. And we couldn't stop dying.
Yeah.
So we made a song. And it goes, sensual como lo mueve, ella no es una menor, ella tiene 19.
Okay. So, how do you feel about being a comedian now with the so-called cancel culture? Do you feel like it's harder to be a stand-up comedian now because of the cancel culture? Like, how do you feel about the hypersensitivity of people?
You see, the thing is that I've been doing comedy for a while now. I hit 20 years last year. So the fans that come to see me, they already know. They're not. I think I have my core base. I don't think I've ever ran into someone in this sensitive time period now. Even though there have been articles of me, like, trying to cancel me about stupid shit.
Yeah.
I did an abortion joke, and it made a big deal. They were like, like put me in the paper and everything. I'm like, bro,
Really?
It's a joke. And it's a law.
Yeah.
You can't abort in what is it, Alabama or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the joke was, it was simple. It was like, this lady, I don't like people misusing words.
Yeah.
She told me, oh man, I'm so busy. It's a gift and a curse. I said, no, it's a gift. You're busy. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
A gift and a curse would be, being pregnant from twins, but getting raped for the twins in Alabama. Because now you have to have the two twins, and you're going to name them Rapey 1 and 2. So that went, crazy. They try to, oh my God, I can't believe he talked about abortion and women's rights and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, shut the hell up. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke, but people sensitive, like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I went through something this year that made me a little sensitive because, I make fun, I poke fun at gay stuff. Gay stuff is funny. Okay. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay.
But, something happened to me that I was like, damn, it's crazy that people still thinking like this. I had a colorful shirt and, in the summer, I do so many different things with my hair. Sometimes my hair is blonde, purple, green, blue, it doesn't matter. This time it was green. My hair was green. I'm fresh off of coming from LA to a wedding in the Bronx. Come to this wedding, I got a colorful shirt on, green hair, and there's a Jeep just passing towards me. You know, he's coming from right to left, and something told me to look up. Like I wasn't even looking up. I look up in the direction and I see the person kind of like, you know, talking to me like this, saying something, you know, as he's driving. And I'm like, what's going on? And this dude is like, and he's like, you know, like going like this, like he has a gun in the car, like he wants to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like,
Wow.
like this guy's is he about to shoot me right now? Like, I really felt for my life. Like, you know, this was really happening. And I couldn't do nothing but just stare. So I'm pro-gay right now. I'm gay everything. I want everything to be gay. Because there's no way, bro, that you still thinking like that. Like,
that's
what
definitely...
what does it matter to you?
Right.
Exactly.
How does it affect you?
Yeah. How did you get that mad driving down, looking at me? Tú no me conoces, no te debo un peso, nada. Y ya, porque tú piensas que yo soy gay, tú estás dispuesto a darme un tiro.
Yeah.
Like you willing to throw your life away just because you don't like what.
And then he don't know me.
Because you don't like what I do.
I could have been like, oh, word? Come over here, mother.
Yeah.
Wow, like, te molesta tanto eso.
Let people live.
Yeah.
You know, like,
listen,
not your business.
Last time I went to Dominican Republic,
what?
My cousin goes, ¿tú viste a Ramosito? And I'm like, no. He's like, míralo ahí donde va. And he's like, Ramosito, mira Tommy. And Ramosito turns around and goes, saluda a tu tía. Saluda a tu tía. This guy's like a cousin of mine.
Oh, yeah?
but he's like, besa la mano a tu tía. You know, and I'm like, oh, your tía. You know, like, I didn't know Ramosito was Ramosita now. You know, so, you know, I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
But it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
It didn't change not one part of my day.
Right.
The fact that I just found out Ramosito is Ramosita.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
You know?
But one last question. What are you most afraid of?
Afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm afraid of...
Like, what's your biggest fear in life? Obviously, because in death, you won't have fear, I think.
My biggest fear in life is staying without knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things I know I don't want to do. But there's things I want to do that I haven't been able to, that I fear, damn, si no lo hago, me voy a quedar sin hacerlo y no voy a saber si había sido bien.
Yeah.
¿Tú me entiendes?
Maybe staying stagnant, like just not moving or reaching your potential.
No. Listen, success is here. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. Social media has made it so much pressure on people because you only see what people are projecting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Instagram is an image. You know? No te lleve de que, oh, mira, fulanito está viajando todos los días.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mira, compró su segundo carro. Mira, compró su tercera casa. Esos logros son muy buenos.
Yeah.
Pero al final, tú tienes que celebrar los logros tuyos. Mira ustedes cómo están ahí sentados. ¿Ustedes pensaban el año pasado que ustedes iban a estar aquí?
Oh, no.
¿Que ustedes iban a estar hablando conmigo? No lo pensaban, ¿verdad? Pues ya ustedes tienen un logro que ustedes no están pensando. Yo, logramos eso. We did that. Esa footage va a vivir para siempre.
Facts.
¿Tú me entiendes? So you just documented this moment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy your wins.
Absolutely.
Stop worrying about whatever someone else calls successful.
Success means something different for everybody.
Success is in your own brain.
Yeah.
You're the only successful
I think
one.
that's where there's a lot of people sometimes that are nowadays, they're very unhappy.
They're depressed because they don't celebrate their own wins.
Right. They're seeing an image or a story of people online and they feel like if their life doesn't look like theirs, then they're not successful.
Bang.
And
That's exactly
that's not it. Like,
that's exactly it.
Sometimes you see people online and they look happy as hell,
Mira,
and they're really not.
Yo te voy a dar un ejemplo. Yo tengo 5 childhood friends. All of them decided to work for either the city or state or something with the railroad.
Okay.
Either they're cops or they're engineers or they're bus drivers. They all make pretty good money. They're all slaves to those trades.
Mm-hmm.
Y sí, van a tener mucho logro con comprar lo que ellos quieran, acquire whatever they want, pero son esclavos que tú nada más lo ves con el uniforme puesto.
Yeah.
¿Tú me entiendes? Yo le digo, yo, ¿cuándo van a descansar?
Yeah.
¿Tú me entiendes? And they looked at me like I was crazy when I said I wanted to be a comedian. Pero yo he ganado lo mismo o hasta más que ellos.
Yeah.
En los trabajos que ellos hacen. Sí, me duró más para llegar a la, you know, because a steady check is a steady check.
Yeah.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's more, es más tranquilidad para la gente, que es, which is the reason why a lot of people don't take the risk of going for what they
People
want.
stop going after their talent and go to a job because they say, you know what? It's not working.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's that you gotta do both, or continue. Just continue.
Yeah.
And some people just fear failing.
Yeah.
And then
Simple as
that's the
that.
thing. I've had a few guys pass away recently, friends of mine. Que Dios lo tenga en la gloria. These guys were talented, and there was talents that we didn't get to discover because they just died. They had the fear of failing.
Mm.
Wow.
But what happens? If you die, you never know.
Yeah, that's it.
So just jump and do that shit. And if you fail, you fail.
Yep.
And if you win, then you be like, oh, sucker.
We made it.
Yeah. But that's a lot harder to do for people than said. A lot of people, I think that's one of people's biggest fear.
I'm going to give you an example. One day, me and my girl were in a store. And I was making the sit down logo. She said, I want a hat. I said, what you want on a hat? She said, glowed up. Glowed up? How you want it? We started designing it right there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, let's put the diamond emoji in the middle. Boom. She's like, yeah, the diamond. I'm like, how you want it? You want the letter straight and then the O is the diamond? No. I want it to say like glowed up and then does it say cosmetics? It just says glowed up. But how does it say it? You put it differently. It's a curve, right? Is it a curve? So, the point is we designed it right there on the spot. We told the guy who worked there, yo, you could design this? And he's like, yeah. Boom. Next thing you know, we got 48 of these glowed up hats that wasn't going to exist at the moment. This is just happening, a creativity on the spot. Si ella había dicho, oh, no, what if they don't sell?
Right.
That's it. They weren't going to sell.
it.
If she would have done that, they were not going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's get them. Ahí están. Las gorras se han vendido no una ni dos, pero hasta 3 veces.
That's amazing.
¿Tú me entiendes? So it's like, yeah. It's all about doing. It's all about trying.
And believing in yourself.
Believing. You listen, you can believe you could throw a rock to the moon. So it's not about believing. It's not about believing. Because there's a lot of crazies out here. You know what I'm saying?
You don't just believe anything.
A lot of cuckoos. But, just like you said, believe in yourself and try, man. Don't let nobody talk you out of something that you think you love or something that you think you might be good at just because they don't feel you good at.
Yeah.
I told somebody the other day, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this because I think this is like the most major thing that's happened to me recently.
Mm.
I got 20 years doing comedy. I had a dude tell me straight up, loco, ya por fin encontraste lo que tú tenías que hacer.
What?
And I go, what? And I'm like, what? He's like, the music, bro. Todos esos discos que tú has tirado son palos. A ti lo que no te están poniendo atención. And I'm like, yo, oye, este tigre. Yo tengo 20 años haciendo comedia. Este tigre me está hablando a mí de música. But here's the kick. If he has that feeling about my music, then there's 100,000 other people that have that same feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why am I not going to try to search for those people?
Yeah.
Why am I not going to try to launch this music to a bigger plateau so that I can have those other 100,000 people? Because they say all you need is really a true 10,000 fans.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can be a millionaire. Why? Because who are you a fan of? Beyonce?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you pay $100 to go see her?
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine 10,000 people paying $100.
Absolutely, yeah.
There you go. You're a millionaire. Understand?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's what we all trying to reach. Our true 10,000 followers. Our true 10,000 fans. Our true 10,000 supporters.
True.
So that we can, better our financial status and put more content out.
Yes, and live with what we love to do.
Exactly.
Which is the key.
Yeah.
Tommy, thank you so much for being here again.
I was here. It was me. We elevated.
Yeah.
Look how high we are now.
Thank you so much
for having me.
Thank you so much for opening your heart and your ideas to us here on Elevate. That's it for today's podcast, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you're listening, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to leave your reviews on Spotify. Where else are we?
We're Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Everywhere.
Yes, so listen to us through those platforms as well if you can't listen to us through YouTube. But if you're here on YouTube, thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. That's it for today's podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
Peace.
Yay! Okay, nice. That was good.
That was good.